Have you ever said something to your adult child with the purest love in your heart, only to watch their face tighten, their energy shift, or the conversation suddenly go quiet? Maybe it was advice you thought would protect them. Maybe it was a comment you believed would help them avoid pain. But instead of closeness, what came back was distance. Instead of gratitude, you felt tension, silence, or withdrawal. That moment, when love is misunderstood, is one of the quiet heartbreaks of parenthood. You give your whole heart, but the delivery builds a wall instead of a bridge. And here's the truth most parents aren't told. Most of the time, it's not what you say, it's how it lands. The words that once felt comforting or instructive when they were children simply don't carry the same meaning now. Adult children crave autonomy, respect, and emotional space in ways they didn't years ago. They want connection, not correction. They want to be seen, not steered. So today, we're going to explore 3 common phrases almost every parent uses with the best intentions, but that can unintentionally hurt your connection with your adult child. And stay with me until the end, because the third one is the most common, the most underestimated, and the one that can quietly determine whether your child feels safe opening up to you. Before we begin, remember to subscribe to Deep Psyche, a space where every message is designed to expand your inner world, sharpen your emotional wisdom, and help you understand the hidden psychology shaping your relationships. Now let's begin. 1. I only want what's best for you. This phrase is born from love. It's spoken from the deepest place of care. Parents say it when they're worried. A child quitting a stable job, entering a risky relationship, moving somewhere far away, or choosing a path that doesn't look safe. Your intention is protection, but the impact can feel like control. Because here's what your adult child often hears: you don't know what you're doing. I don't trust your choices. I know better than you. And whether it's true or not, the emotional message is a subtle lack of trust. That's why this phrase so often creates distance instead of closeness. Even though your heart means well, the words can make them feel judged, evaluated, or unseen. What goes unnoticed is this. This phrase usually reflects a parent's fear, not a child's failure. Fear they'll struggle. Fear they'll choose wrong. Fear they'll get hurt. Fear life will be unkind to them. But adulthood requires risk. Evolution requires mistakes. Growth requires discomfort. And believing in your child's ability to navigate life is one of the greatest gifts you can offer. So instead of saying, I only want what's best for you, try something that honors their autonomy while still expressing love. I trust you're finding what's best for you. And I'm always here if you want to talk. This is love without pressure, care without control, presence without intrusion. To strengthen your connection even more, practice curiosity instead of direction. What inspired that choice? What are you hoping this brings into your life? These questions signal something powerful. You're trying to understand them, not correct them. Parents often forget that what's best looks different for every generation. What was once considered success, a secure job, purchasing a home, long-term stability, might not align with your child's idea of purpose or fulfillment. Today's world values creativity, freedom, mental well-being, and self-expression in ways previous generations weren't allowed to prioritize. When you show openness to their version of best, your child feels respected, not restricted, supported, not steered, and that mindset builds trust that lasts far beyond agreement. 2. You never call me. This one usually comes out half-jokingly, with a laugh that hides a quiet ache. But beneath the humor is something real. You miss them. You miss their voice, their presence, their energy. You miss feeling involved in their life. But when this longing comes out as a complaint, the message shifts. They don't hear, I miss you. They hear, you're disappointing me. Guilt doesn't bring people closer. It makes them pull away. Adult children are not less loving. They're just overwhelmed. Between work demands, emotional stress, personal responsibilities, and constant digital noise, communication can feel like another task they're failing at. And if every call comes with a reminder of what they're not doing, they subconsciously avoid it. But when the emotional tone changes, everything changes. Instead of saying, you never call me,
Try, "I love hearing from you. It always brightens my day." This simple shift turns pressure into warmth, obligation into invitation, guilt into gratitude. And that emotional safety becomes magnetic. To make staying in touch easier, create low-pressure points of connection. Send a short, funny message. Share a photo or memory. Send a voice note. Something light, simple, and welcoming. Remember, healthy relationships grow through invitation, not insistence. Parents often expect communication to look the way it used to. Long phone calls, shared weekends, predictable routines. But adult life changes the rhythm of relationships. A short text, a meme, a quick photo, or a voice note might be your child's new way of saying, "I'm thinking of you." Don't mistake brief communication for emotional distance. Sometimes it's all they have the energy for, and appreciating even the small gestures opens the door for more. 3. When I was your age. This phrase is almost universal. It comes from experience, memory, and decades of survival. Parents say it with pride, wisdom, and a genuine desire to help their children avoid unnecessary pain. But here's the silent issue. When advice begins with comparison, connection gets lost. To a young adult, "When I was your age" often sounds like, "Your struggles don't matter. My life was harder. You're not measuring up." The world your child lives in is vastly different. Faster, heavier, more uncertain. The pressures are new. The landscape is new. The challenges are new. So when a parent uses their past as the measuring stick, even good advice can feel outdated or dismissive. The problem isn't your wisdom. It's the framing. Try this instead. "I remember facing something similar. Can I share what helped me?" This transforms authority into humility, experience into empathy, a lecture into a story. Another powerful approach is storytelling without instruction. "There was a time I felt completely lost. Here's what I eventually learned." This kind of sharing invites your child into your humanity. It shows them that behind your wisdom there were moments of confusion, fear, doubt, and growth. And that vulnerability builds connection across generations. Because the truth is, children don't need perfect parents. They need emotionally real parents. Parents who can say, "I understand. I've been there. I don't have all the answers, but I'm here." That honesty is what turns authority into allyship. Words shape how love is felt. A single phrase can build a bridge, or quietly create a gap. But here's the hopeful truth. It is never too late to shift the way you speak. Never too late to repair what feels strained. Never too late to become someone your child feels safe opening up to. If you've used any of these phrases before, don't carry guilt. Carry awareness. Awareness turns control into curiosity, guilt into understanding, comparison into compassion. As your child grows into adulthood, your role naturally transforms. You no longer walk ahead of them, you walk beside them, not as the authority, but as the anchor, not as the director, but as the guide, not as the teacher, but as the ally. And in that space, your words stop being instructions. They become love. So maybe today, send something simple, something soft. "I'm proud of you," or "I love hearing about your life." Then give them the space to come closer at their own pace. Because love doesn't demand, love invites. And when spoken gently, patiently, and with trust, even the quietest words can echo for a lifetime.